What does it mean to be free? There's many levels of freedom, but I'm currently on a path to freedom. I think you're most free when you can opt out of anything. You have little obligations, you have little requirements on you, and you have lots of resources that do not bog you down. You're most free when you have liquid wealth, you can travel anywhere you want, and you're okay living poor. You're not trapped by a lifestyle, you're not trapped by any individual feeling. You're party and you can survive any system in any way without becoming hopelessly depressed or suicide. I'm not at that level of freedom yet, mainly because I've done numerous things that restrict my freedom, all voluntarily, of course. For example, I bought a house, I bought an apartment. I'm in a 1-year lease. I also have aspects that severely limit my freedom as well. I have an employer, and having an employer, I'm grateful for my employer, but being dependent on one thing for your income, for your sustenance, drastically limits your freedom because you cannot opt out. Yes, you say you can always choose a job, but the job market's not guaranteed. With your skills, you have the biggest ability to make sure you have freedom. If you're location independent, you're more free because you're not tied to a geographical region or location. You can up and leave whenever. If your citizenship doesn't carry too many obligations, you're free in another way. You're free when you have an ability to travel, to live, to do as you please. But at the same time, there are reasonable limits on freedom if you want to live a better life. For example, getting married. If you get married, you restrict your freedom, and you do it happily and voluntarily. You have to think of your wife, your partner, and the kids you eventually have. You are fundamentally required to put yourself last. You put your wife above you. You put your kids above you. And if you're a woman, you put your husband above you, and you put your kids above you. You're in a codependent relationship, which fundamentally requires restrictions on your freedom. Another thing, politicians can't be free because politicians have obligations and they are required to answer for public opinion. They fundamentally cannot be their authentic selves. They have a lot of power. They can control the destiny of nations, but they do not have control over their lives. They cannot do whatever they want. Public figures aren't free. Celebrities aren't free. Because you are famous and powerful and rich, you have fundamental lack of an ability to control your own life. You have less control when you're a public figure because you are a target. The most free person is either an autonomous rich person with location independent income or a homeless person, because a homeless person has nothing to lose. It's only up from there. The moment you understand what freedom is and what reasonable restrictions you make upon yourself for freedom, the better your life will be and the better you will understand the way the world works. There's always a sacrifice. Freedom, security, and some wealth. You have to sacrifice one or maybe two of them. Sometimes you'll lose all three. Freedom is not free. You must have an aspect of freedom and understand your freedom and understand when to restrict your freedom. Thank you.